Courtesy of brand's advertisement. Continue reading below. 1. The Bride Test. Amazon.com. We couldn't get enough of Helen Hoang's debut novel, The Kissing Quotient, so it's no surprise her second book is at the top of our list. This time, we're following the story of Kaideep, a man who doesn't think he's capable of having feelings. He's still unconvinced when his family tries to assure him that his autism makes him process emotions differently, and his mom sets out to find him the perfect bride in Vietnam. Related, the 20 best romance novels of all time, according to dedicated readers to Pride, Prejudice, and other flavors. Amazon.com. Every black sheep needs to bring this read on their next vacation. Even as a renowned neurosurgeon, Dr. Trisha Rajay can't seem to please her strict family. She wants redemption from breaking her parents' rules, and finds a way when she crosses paths with a chef named DJ. Related, Amazon's best-selling books of 2018. 3. Stay Sexy. After their parents' sudden deaths, 5 siblings reunite to decide what to do with their family's property. But before they can, they have to figure out what happened to their sister Amanda, who was found bludgeoned to death in a rowboat 20 years ago. Related, in memoriam, beloved celebrities we lost in 2018. 5. City of Girls. Amazon.com. We watched the protagonist jump into new adventures in Eat, Pray, Love, but the latest novel by Elizabeth Gilbert takes a look back at the past. Vivian, a now 95-year-old woman, finally shares her love story from the 1940s. A combination of lust, scandal, and fun. This is another novel you won't be able to put down. Related, the best self-help books to read in 2019, according to Amazon and Goodreads. 6. Searching for Sylvie Lee. 7. Magic for Liars. Amazon.com. Ivy Gamble isn't exactly like her estranged sister Tabitha. She has a relatively stable job as a private investigator, but she doesn't possess the same magical gifts as her sister. Their lives intertwine yet again when Ivy is hired to solve the mysterious murder of one of Tabitha's coworkers, and it forces Ivy to take another look at who she's become. Related, the best books about self-love, because we all need to pump ourselves up. 8. On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous. Amazon.com. With the same name as his 2014 poem, Ocean Vuong's book is his debut novel. We walk through the life of Little Dog, a now late 20-something writing a letter to his mother, who cannot read. Those who have read the book say it's gripping, powerful, and an honest depiction of grappling with your identity. Related, Michelle Obama gets candid with Oprah about her new memoir, Becoming. 9. Natalie Tan's Book of Luck and Fortune. Amazon.com. Natalie Tan returns to her childhood home in San Francisco after news of her estranged mother's death. They often fought about Natalie's dreams to become a chef, so there's an additional shock when she learns she's inherited her grandmother's restaurant. One Goodreads reviewer suggested that you read it on an empty stomach, because you'll devour every word. Related, 15 best cooking shows on Netflix that'll make you want to head to the kitchen. 10 million rupees. Everything. Amazon.com. The acclaimed author of Hootie Lovin' in Her Shoes is back with another summer read. We go back to the 1950s, following the lives of 2 sisters both then and now. They attempt to navigate the ever-changing world around them, and like Wiener's other novels, this one is simply unputdownable. Related, 5 books that will make you happier, according to bibliotherapists. 11. Recursion. Amazon.com. What if you started having memories of moments that didn't actually happen? Blake Crouch explores this in his novel about a disease called false memory syndrome, which protagonist Barry Sutton is investigating. Reality is warped even further when he discovers that a neuroscientist is working on something that will allow people to recall and remake their memories. Related, 30 gifts for your favorite book lover. 12. The Friendzone. Amazon.com. Kristen Peterson just met the perfect guy, but he wants to have a big family. That's usually a pro for most, but Kristen is about to have a medical procedure that will make her infertile. You can expect to laugh and cry during this one, as the protagonist grapples with her decision to stay or go. Related, 17 best pregnancy and baby books for those first 40 weeks and beyond. 13. The most fun we ever had. Goodreads reviewers are already calling this one of the best books of the year. Set in 2016 with a series of flashbacks, we learn about the unparalleled, perfect relationship between Marilyn and David. And while their love story is idyllic, their 4 daughters haven't had such luck. Their individual storylines come together to show how complicated it is to love those closest to you. Related, 15 new movies based on books for kids and adults. 14 Lock Every Door. All those sunny summer afternoons could use a little darkness. For a poolside thriller, check out Riley Sager's Lock Every Door. When Jules Larson takes a new job as an apartment sitter, she has no clue that she'll eventually try to solve the disappearance of her coworker. That, combined with the apartment building's troubling past, makes it a book that will surprise, and yes, probably terrify, you. Related, 26 quotes for the ultimate book lover. 15 Dark Age. Amazon.com. If you've already read the first 4 books in the Red Rising saga, chances are you've already marked your calendar for Dark Age's release date. Pierce Brown's newest sequel continues the story of Darrow, who's now outlawed by the republic he founded years ago. Related, the most popular, Beat Treat. The Year You Were Born. 16 Three Women. While many of the books in this list are fictional, we couldn't resist this non-fiction literary masterpiece. We're trusting Elizabeth Gilbert's words about it. Over the course of 8 years, Lisa Taddeo unveiled the lives and desires of 3 real women living in the United States. A housewife in Indiana, entrepreneur on the East Coast, and a high school student in North Dakota have revealing and all too relatable stories to tell. Related, 11 Mother's Day gag gifts for moms with a sense of humor. 17 The Golden Hour journey back to the Bahamas in 1941, where a recently widowed woman named Lulu is reporting on the lives of the Duke and Duchess of Windsor. They have plenty of drama already, but there's even more when Lulu discovers the ugly truth behind the couple's marriage. During all of this, she falls in love with a man who vanishes. All in all, we're looking forward to this inevitable page-turner. Related, thousands of Amazon reviewers claim the 5 Love Languages book helped save their marriages. 18 The Nichol Boys. Amazon.com. When a black boy is sent off to a reformatory school called the Nichol Academy during the Jim Crow era, he soon learns that it's a terrifying, abusive place. I loved this novel. It is a coming-of-age story where that coming-of-age is warped by the atrocities of a school for boys in segregated Florida. Renowned author Roxane Gay said in her review. Related, 20 books all students should read before they turn 18. 19 The Wedding Party. Amazon.com. Maddie and Theo can't stand each other until they spend the night together. It's tough to resolve whether they have real feelings, especially when they're in the throes of preparing for their mutual BFF's wedding. Related, 20 books your mom will love. 20 Never Have I Ever. Amazon.com. Protagonist Amy is satisfied with her fairly typical life and daily routine. But when a new woman named Angelica comes to her book club, encouraging the group to share their secrets, she is forced to confront her past. Ultimately, she realizes that the only way to protect herself is to beat Angelica at her own game. Related, the best board games for the whole family. 21 The Turn of the Key. Rowan Kane fibbed a bit to become a highly paid live-in nanny. But the financial perks of the job come with unforeseen consequences, like being accused of murder. As she awaits trial, she wonders who is actually responsible for a child's death. Related, 4 Marie Kondo approved ways to get rid of your books. 22 The Dragon Republic. A sequel to RF. Kwang's 2018 debut, The Poppy War. This fantasy novel continues with what happens after the Third Poppy War. It includes war, revenge, and even an opium addiction. Fans of Kwang's first novel are counting the days until its release. Related, 60 books that will make you happier. 23 Keeping Lucy. Ginny Richardson is gutted when her baby Lucy is taken away from her. She was born with Down syndrome, and her husband and his family have decided that she should be sent away. After 2 years, she goes against her in-laws' wishes and sets out to bring her baby girl home. Related, Don't Act Like My Daughter's Down Syndrome is a Tragedy. 25 The Testaments. Amazon.com. If you need a late summer read, and share our obsession with The Handmaid's Tale, mark your calendar for the release of Margaret Atwood's latest novel. After Alfred steps out into the unknown, we were all left wondering what happened next. In this sequel, Atwood takes us 15 years into the future, as we see what's happened to Gilead. Related, 15 new movies based on books for kids and adults.